Welcome, Sophie, our ambassador of Microsoft. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us. Though we know you are an expert in your field of information security, we would like to offer our unique perspective on datafication in society, which is highly relevant to your field, in an attempt to share a more comprehensive and critical perspective on data's role in both the tech sector and day-to-day life.
Datafication refers to transforming human behavior, economic transactions, and institutional operations into analyzable data. From your smartphone to traffic systems, data flows govern decision-making.
Many believe datafication is a modern concept, but it has shaped societies for centuries. In the 1500s, colonial powers used census data, tax records, and trade information to govern populations by promising progress for information while ultimately reinforcing social hierarchy. As societies industrialized, governments expanded data collection through bureaucratic records and early computing such as tabulating machines to manage cities and economies. Today, AI, social media, and surveillance capitalism allows corporations and governments to collect and analyze massive amounts of personal data. Although data has always been presented as a tool for progress, history shows that it has often served as a means of control. So how does this play out in today's world? Let's look at how datafication affects privacy, surveillance, and power in our digital age. To explore this, Jacey will discuss data valence.
Every move you make is being tracked. Governments and corporations collect massive amounts of data, often without us realizing it. And this isn't new. Data has been a tool of control for centuries, dating back to colonial record keeping. Take China's social credit system. Your purchases, social connections, even behavior online can impact your ability to travel or get a loan. In the US, the NSA's PRISM program secretly pulled data from tech giants, sparking major privacy concerns. And it's not just governments. Big tech tracks what we see and buy. Even activism isn't safe. Social movements rely on data to organize, but authorities use that same data to suppress them. So, where do we go from here? Decentralized governance models, like Web3, could shift control back to individuals. But the real challenge is making data work for us, not against us.
Data-driven technologies not only just reflect society, they also reinforce existing social hierarchies. In hiring, AI tools have been shown to favor white male applicants, while rejecting resumes with non-Western names, amplifying biases found in training data. Similarly, predictive policing disproportionately targets minority communities, echoing historical patterns of surveillance and systemic discrimination. These technologies, rather than leveling the playing field, deepen existing inequalities in hiring and law enforcement. Beyond employment and policing, algorithmic gatekeeping also impacts social movements. Algorithms determine which causes gain visibility and which are ignored, shaping activism and public discourse. This highlights the systemic nature of datafication, where biases in historical data continue to shape present-day inequalities. Addressing these issues requires ethical AI governance, diverse representation in data collection, and proactive efforts to prevent technology from reinforcing discrimination.
Though the datafication of society has numerous risks and dangers, this increased presence of data collection has helped society advance and improve as well. As a result of the ubiquity of data in society, healthcare and medical treatment have improved, relating to the instantaneous aggregation and analysis of medical history that is now possible. Additionally, the economy can grow from pattern identification and analysis. The environment can benefit from resources such as electricity, water, and heat being accounted for and allocated appropriately with smart devices and sensors to prevent waste. Overall, due to data, information is more widespread and accessible to the public, which can assist in making informed and insightful decisions about tasks in daily life. Data is, without question, a revolutionary tool with great capacity for good. However, it does not speak for itself and contains risks associated with its interpretation and biases imposed upon the public. This further reinforces the importance of data justice and ethical considerations being taken into account to minimize its harm.
The future of datafication. Data is becoming integral to our urban infrastructure, and cities are using this data to transform themselves. Barcelona, for example, experiments with data collection via wireless sensors and waste bins, claiming efficiency improvements in municipal waste collection, or how in Moscow, wireless sensors collect data on parking usage and notify users of available spaces via a mobile phone app. World Sensing, the company behind Moscow's FastPark system, claims a measured reduction in congestion, pollution, and driver stress. It is important not to ignore the negative sides of data collection, however. This includes over-surveillance and control, and we must also consider that private companies often control or profit from urban data, turning these updates into a form of a business model rather than a pure public service.
Datafication is not just a technical shift, it's a societal one. As policymakers, we must push for responsible governance, ensuring that data empowers rather than exploits society.